First game is with the Thunders against the Knicks, and Kyrie's first game is against Cleveland.
That's a dream.
Ironic.
That's a dream for the NBA marketing. So here on Butcher Sports today, Saturday afternoon, with my good friend Dev Dapree.
Yes.
Dev, thank you for joining us so
Thank
much on Butcher Sports.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to say that I just picked up Queen Soul, the new digital download EP on iTunes.
Yep.
Pick it up, $5.82.
Yep. Affordable.
That's right. And I love these tracks on here. Bout It was the first one you dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about what was the thinking behind it, your creative process on that?
It's crazy. Bout It. I usually write songs very, very quickly. When I hear the beat, it's like that hook. You know what I mean? It automatically comes. And when I heard that song, the beat was amazing to me, and the words was just so simple, like they just flowed. But I actually took a lot of time writing the verses. And it showed in the studio when I was performing it, and it has this, it's lyrically dominant, but it still has that bang that you need now. Not to say it's a commercial hit, but it can be played in the club. And not a lot of my records I would go for the club. But I thought I didn't have to sacrifice myself for that song, and I still felt it was hot. I love Bout It. So when I heard it, I was like, yep, that's the one.
That's true. That's a great description. It's good insight into what you were thinking on that. And I was mentioning to you earlier that I listened to Dreamer's Death this morning. It seems like it's got a lot of popularity right now, and I can see why. Great lyrics, and I like some of the thoughts that are going into that. You're talking about the DMV area, which is where we call home right now.
Yep.
And you're talking about how you're trying to keep your dream and not wanting to die and let that dream die. And I'm listening to a lot of themes through there. Talk a little bit about that.
Dreamer's Death is like a chant almost like my own personal anthem. And I wrote it in the midst of really feeling that type of way. You know, sometimes you have this dream as a kid, and you think you're going to accomplish it sooner than you think you will. And just seeing people and networking, and you see their dreams are dying. They're finding backup plans. They're finding other ways to live because they understand or they think that they can't achieve this dream. And that song was more me speaking to myself. And so I say that in the beginning. You know, I wrote this more for me, but it could be for you.
Right.
It is just about me telling myself my dream won't die, because that's the hopeless people. Those are folks whose dreams have died. You know, you imagine being like 60 and not accomplishing what you really wanted to accomplish. How do you really feel?
That's right.
You know what I mean? Your passion's gone.
And there's parts in this song where you talk about, some of the lyrics are about, somebody's gonna take me out or kill me, and that's, and to me, I'm thinking about the dream killers, or the people that are, sometimes negative, maybe not intentionally, but it's there, right? There's sometimes there's things that push you back and push you down, and we keep pushing to get through that, and I think the reward on the other side is worth it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So tell me about it. Is there any other ones on here that are kind of your personal favorites, or?
I would say On God. Let me take these bad boys off. I would say On God. Simply, that was more of it was real personal to me. I wrote it in the mindset of thinking about my late brother, my best friend. And Drix, who's on the record, he was in the studio, and I was like, you gotta come hop on the end of it. And it feels good. I can't wait till the bridge comes on, because it just feels good. And it's me telling a true story. As I always tell a true story, but sometimes you tell stories through experiences of others. And that one was real personal, because it's me saying what has happened since his departure from this earthly realm to now. And it's talking about my ups, my downs, what I did, what I regret, but where it has gotten me to. So I love that. I love that one.
Well, that's great. That's deep. And, we all face a lot of, unfortunately in life, there's death, and we all face it, but that's really personal, especially with your brother, so it's meaningful. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
So, switching gears a little bit, first of all, why don't you tell them where they can pick this up? I mean, all the different formats.
Oh, man, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube. Grab it, DevDapreeMusic.com, DevDapree music.com. You can buy it on there. It's everywhere. It's if you can Google it, you can find it. I promise.
Queen Soul.
Queen Soul.
Multi-talented. You do all the production. You do all the photography.
I'm blessed to know great people with great production skills, but I do write all my own music. I'm actually trying to learn how to produce, be a great multi-talented man like this man Frank here. But I had a great guy, Jay Glad, Awesome Beats, Martin, What It Do. He's on one of the on the records. He actually opens it up, the production, Beat in My Chest. He passed away, but he left me with like a bunch of beats.
Wow.
And so I wanted to make sure that I honored him and his soul and his spirit and his life on the record. So I made sure that Beat in My Chest was the first one that they would hear, and that'll be honored and dedicated to him. But I'm a writer, man.
And how about the videography and the photography?
Dev Visuals, man. I love doing videos. I'm broadening my horizons right now, doing documentaries, shorts, films. I actually just left Big Fred Comedy, who'll be performing with comedian Ty Davis tonight of DTLR Radio. Just left him to do some skits for his new website coming out. The comedian world is crazy. I'm venturing into that right now, and it's amazing. I'm going from just doing music videos for myself to music videos for other people, and then just working hard to understand movies and films and putting this real life, this Baltimore, this DC, this PG on film, because people need to see what we do.
They do. All right, let's take it out of this segment with one selection. What selection you want us to throw up there?
Ah, man. Woo! That's a good one. Let's do Beat in My Chest, just for the love of it.
Fight or flight, sink or swim. I'm just trying to make a move and you go all above the rim. Benefit to being blessings that you never scared. My love for this rap thing is stronger than some Everclear. They wanna be your part, but in the gym was never there. That's life though. You just do your best and then you pray that they gon' right yo. So friends, they turn to rivals. Stay humble, do not make material things out here. Your idols listening, gain wisdom, grateful for everything here that I know. I got that flow. Man, they should go and put these verses all up in the Bible. I'm on the way like title. You trying to not get shot by 12, no